Everybody, week 3, we are going to start our next segment working on the how of eating. I do want you to continue paying attention, getting to hungry, and kind of dialing that in. It's not something that you're just going to get really good at in 2 weeks, as you've noticed. So continue to work on that, and then we're going to add the element of how we're eating, because these habits are kind of in a hierarchy as far as not necessarily importance because they all work together, but really just kind of in an order that's to pay attention to. And so we started with when on finding zero, and now we're going to talk about how. And there's going to be 2 elements to this one. And the first is going to be kind of where you're eating and the eating circumstances, and then the next week we'll focus on eating slowly. So this time we're going to focus on eating sitting down at a table with minimal distractions. And there's several reasons for that. We're going to do a little bit deeper dive into each of them, but just as an overview, when we are sitting down to eat and with minimal distractions, we are more relaxed. We tend to chew our food better. We tend to be more mindful about what we're eating. We enjoy it more. And it's easier to find satisfied, which is the part that we'll move into after these 2 weeks of how. Then we'll move into the how much. So that's kind of the overview of how this is going to go. Just for the sake of for the prize drawing compliance, what we're looking for is for you to eat at least 1 meal per day sitting down at a table, not at a desk at work, but at a separate location. If you're outside, that's fine, as long as you're not outside with your iPad or your phone or something like that. We want to keep the distractions to a minimum, but sitting down somewhere away from where you work, and not in your car. And I'm actually going to issue you a little bit of a challenge for this week, is to not eat in your car. And maybe this won't be something that you do forever, but at least for this week, this is not part of the compliance or anything like that, but just a challenge to see if you can wait till you get to your destination to eat. So let's say you're in the car, you pick up, Wendy's or whatever it is. Don't eat it in the car on the way. Wait till you get to where you're going and then sit down and eat the food and see if, just notice kind of the mindfulness that goes along with that, the more relaxed setting, the speed at which you eat it, the how much more you're tasting it and actually being aware of it. So we want to see at least 1 meal per day at a table, not your desk. Okay, a desk, your work desk doesn't count as a table. So and then make sure you're watching the videos every day, just to kind of get that little bit deeper dive.